Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're playing Superstar JYP and Superstar STAYC. Gonna be talking about the August 1st, 2024 updates, and because it is August 1st and it is a special day, I am going to start by talking about Superstar STAYC. That's right, it is Siun's birthday, so happy birthday, Siun. We will be going over the birthday stuff in just a minute, but first let's talk about the new limited theme, Stay With Me. So from the homepage here, we can take a look at the actual theme. So it is going to be kind of like that Haunted Mansion theme that they had released with the figure set. Now, I did learn just this weekend from KCON LA 2024 that Stay With Me is actually the first fan song for STAYC that references Swifts a lot, and STAYC actually helped write it, which is very, very cool. On top of that, actually, if you go to the official KCON Instagram and check out the STAYC selfie cam video, I actually made that video, which is very, very cool. So now I have like a super attachment to this song, and maybe I'll pull for the actual cards. But going back to the banner itself, so if we go to event and then click on the banner, so remember that STAYC is a 6-member group, and that means the limited period point award is going to be an R grade card selector. And again, these R grade card selectors are really good for making sure you get all of the members. Let's say you do a bunch of pulls, you end up with 5 of the 6, you can use the selector to pick that last member. On top of that, the selector allows you to pick prism cards if you really want. So again, prism cards really good because they give you about a 10% bonus in your score. And then on top of that, if you actually buy the starter package, you get an automatic prism, and generally these are good because for $7.50 you get 100 diamonds and a guaranteed prism. And prisms are really hard to come by because even though these other packages say like ×5 chance, ×3 chance, remember that the base chance of getting a prism is only 3%. So looking at the celebration package, that's only a 15% chance, and that's like 1 every 10 cards basically, and you're only getting 1 card that has that chance. So just remember that the starter package is really good if you want to make this your prism set. But other than that, not too much to talk about with the banner. Looking at the mission event, mission 1 is some standard stuff where you clear out the song, you get the score. Mission 2 is going to be the one where you collect A grade versions of the members, and for each A grade version of a member that you get, that are all different, you're going to get a B grade card for the limited set. Now remember that these B grade cards don't actually help you complete mission 2 unless you get 2 B grade cards of the same member and you don't have that member as an A grade card yet, because then you can combine those B grade cards to get an A grade card. Remember that the daily pack of luck can also have this set, so that is another way to obtain B grade cards in case you wanted to try that route there. Mission 3 is going to be one where you just complete songs, and then as you complete them, you get RP. And then finally, for all of that, and y'all know how I feel about this, for all of that work, for all of the diamonds that you probably spent, you're only going to get a Premium Pack 30, which is not really a good price, because remember that Premium Pack 30s, you can buy them for like 240 diamonds. So for all the work that you put in, you only get basically a Premium Pack, so you really have to like this set if you want to actually complete the mission event. So that's my thought on that. Moving on into the next thing, we do have a restock in the STAYC limited theme Butterfly. So this one is going to be like a standard banner, except you don't get the option for the starter package. And remember that the starter package is really good for making sure you get prisms, but we do still have the limited period point award, which is really good, and then the rest of the packages here. This is really if you want to complete the set, or if you want to collect the set, you don't really care about the rarity, the prism, whatnot. This is a good chance to get that set. Alright, moving into the thing that I really wanted to talk about, so happy birthday, Siun. It is an awesome day to be a Swift, and I think I am just really, really hyped off of KCON LA 2024, where STAYC was performing. But let's go ahead and check out the shop here. So really not too much I want to say about the shop. Honestly, I really don't like these packages except for the Birth Flower package, because the Birth Flower package gives you the power-up cards, and power-up cards are really good, especially when there's like an 100% power-up card in there. But really these packages kind of don't hold a candle to the ones that you can actually get in the birthday shop here. Like this birthday cake box package is really good because it comes with diamonds, a limited theme prism R grade card for $7.50, and then there is the lucky draw one, which gives you for 70 diamonds like basically any of these, which is pretty good. So if you're just looking to collect like Siun specific stuff, by all means I would check out the birthday cake packages rather than the ones that are actually in the shop. Now, I did hear word that the Sieun Prism Pack 5 was bugged so that it only gave out limited themes, but now it is fixed to give out normal themes. So if you saw that in my last video, don't pay attention to it because apparently it was fixed. I don't know, I haven't tested it myself, but apparently it was a bug and it has been fixed. But going back to what I was talking about earlier, I wouldn't recommend anything in the shop except for that birth flower package, because the rest of the stuff, you might just be better off getting stuff from the birthday cake shop that they have on the homepage there. Alright, so moving on to the next thing, we do have the time gift event, and this one did throw me off a little bit because when you click on the actual thing, all of the dates are completely off. So it says 7/27 going up all the way to 8/2, but the event period is from August 1st to August 7th, so it's kinda confusing if you take a look at it there. Now remember that for the time gift event, if you go into your messages tab, that's where it shows up, and this resets every single day, so you have to make sure to collect that time gift. Now everyone, as long as they log in within the week, does get the time gift of the profile picture, so here is the profile picture in case you wanted to update to that. And that's always a nice one because it's those are usually better than the default ones. So that's everything for the time gift event. Last thing is going to be the happy birthday event. This is going to be the mission event where basically it's a ton of free stuff. So mission 1 is just complete these songs. Doesn't matter the mode, doesn't matter how difficult, doesn't matter really a lot of things. As long as you complete the songs and get the RP, you are good to go. Mission 2 is we're going to power up any card of any grade from that specific set. So as you can see here, Metamorphic is included on here, so you do have to have some Metamorphic cards to actually power up. And then Mission 3 is one where you have to collect Sieun specific cards. Now, like I've been saying for the past few weeks, really try to save up for this because the easiest way to complete Mission 3 is by combining 2 B grade cards into an A grade card, and you have to do that 3 times. So having 6 B grade cards of Sieun for every single album that's come out so far is going to be the easiest way to complete this, especially that Metamorphic one, because just like I had the problem with Jay's birthday event last year, there's only one non-limited Metamorphic set right now, and that is going to be the cheeky version, and it's kind of hard to come across specific members because you have to have them be Sieun cards specifically, and the event ones don't count, so keep that in mind that the Metamorphic one is going to be the most difficult. For most players who haven't been saving ahead of time, I do imagine that this is going to be the hardest mission to complete because of that, but if you've been watching my update videos and you've been paying attention to when I bring it up, this should be a breeze for you because everything should basically be prepared. Now for all of that, you get 50 diamonds and a wallpaper, which is really cool because I really love the birthday wallpapers. I think they're like super high res. I really like the aesthetics of the birthday wallpapers. 50 diamonds is always nice. And then you do enter for a chance to win a signed Polaroid where there will be 6 winners. Now, keep in mind, when you check out the details, always check out the details, shipping is only available to addresses in Korea. So really keep that in mind that even if you win the signed Polaroid, unless you have an address in Korea, you probably can't collect it. So that's everything I wanted to go over for Superstar STAYC. One last thing I have to do here is make sure I collect this. So let's see the 2 members that we get for our mission event. So for the first one, if it would load, it's loading ever so slowly. It's really deciding, the game's really deciding which card it wants to give me. And right now I'm kind of torn because like throughout the whole weekend, oh, there we go. I've been torn between my bias being Sumin and Sieun. So this is tough. All right, but let's see which member we get. So we get Yoon. Okay, Yoon definitely was owning the stages this past weekend because they were very, very high on the crowd pleasing aspect. Like they're always waving, so much fun. Yoon was a great member this weekend. And then we got Sumin. Oh, I don't know if that's fate telling me that, but those are the 2 free cards I get for the Stay With Me event there. Moving on into the next thing, we're going to talk about Superstar JYP, and really not too much going on here. So we have a new limited theme set for Nayeon. It is going to be Magic featuring Julie, and I don't know if y'all remember my react video or if you've seen it, this is probably my favorite song on the entire album. I just love the song. I love the heavy bass. Like, it's got such a good rhythm to it. But going into the shop itself, so remember that in cases like this, Nayeon is treated as a soloist where there are only 3 cards to collect, and while that seems really easy, I really don't like the soloist banners because there's no guarantee in them. So the limited period point award is just going to be a random R grade card, meaning that you can't actually pick the last card if you are missing one. So everything about this is going to be random, but the nice thing about the soloist packages is that they do have a card pack 30 on initial release, and these are really good because if you just care about collecting the set, because there aren't any prisms in here, maybe you just want to collect the set, you don't care about the mission event, you don't care if they're all C grade, and then you'll level them up after the event is over, the card pack 30 is really nice, but it does take about 9 to 10 pulls on average to get all 3 cards. If you get it in less, that's great, but you might actually have to spend more. So 9 to 10 packs is going to be the average. So you're looking at roughly about 350,000 RPUs. Just keep that in mind, but there is still no guarantee. You can literally get the same card like 99 times before getting the other 2 cards. I know that's an exaggeration, but it is possible. Alright, moving on into the mission event. So standard stuff, clear the song. Mission 2 is going to be collect the cards. Now for this one specifically with Soloist, you don't get additional limited themes. It is just going to be a random S grade card. And then mission 3 is to just power up cards. And for all of that, you do get a wallpaper. And this is a really nice wallpaper. I really like this concept when the albums were being released. Alright, but for our free Magic featuring Julie card, we get the rhythm version. Let's go. Alright, moving on into the next one, we have the new Xdinary Heroes limited theme, Money on My Mind. Now, Xdinary Heroes, just like STAYC, is going to be a 6-member group, so that limited period point award is going to be an R grade card selector, which is really good. Other than that, nothing too crazy about the banners. One thing I always like to point out about 6-member groups is that the R package has the potential to get you all 6 members in one go, which is really cool, because for 590 diamonds, you will get an R grade card and 2 A grade cards. And then if we go to the mission event, because there's really not too much to talk about the banner, by getting 3 different members that are A grade or above, you do get 3 free B grade cards, and those could be the other 3 members, so that's all 6 members right there. And then you even get 1 extra chance with the clearing song 5 times and getting an A grade card. So I really think that's like a neat thing about 6-member groups in Superstar JYP. But looking at the mission event itself, again, nothing too crazy here. Mission 1, play the song and get the score. Mission 2, collect all of the members. And then mission 3 is just obtaining cards. And for completing all of that, you do get bias wallpapers. And again, bias wallpapers kind of feel iffy about it, but if you do like decorating your background with just your bias, totally understandable. Alright, let's take a look at what the free A grade card I get today is, and it is going to be Junhan. Okay, alright, and then for getting that one, we also get another one, but this one's going to be B grade, and this is going to be Jungsu. Alright. So those are our 2 free cards there. Just as a reminder, it's always worth collecting the cards because building up your collection book does actually potentially give you diamonds down the line. The last thing I want to talk about with Superstar JYP is going to be the Restock NMIXX Roller Coaster Limited theme. Now, for this one, there isn't a mission event associated with it. There is still the R grade card selector, which is really good for helping clear out or making sure you get all of the members. There is going to be the R package, which unfortunately, without the mission events, you will have to buy at least twice. And if you get super lucky, you'll get all the members. But again, this is just a restock. If you do like If you like this particular set, by all means go for it. If you want this to be your NMIXX set, totally understandable. Now, just as a reminder, for these A grade card packages, you get the most value by buying them right away because on average, you will have more cards per diamond. Remember that for the ones that have a mission event, the R grade cards are really good for helping you clear out the mission event, but the A grade cards are really good just for collecting purposes. So that's everything I wanted to talk about with Superstar JYP. Moving on into things that affect both games. So we do have this first day shop, and I don't know if it's because it's August and it's the first day of August, not really too sure, but looking at the actual banners here. So the first full package is okay. Honestly, I think it's really expensive, but it's a pretty decent deal because you get 2 selectors, which is always really good, and they are R grade, meaning you don't have to do any combining, any leveling up, nothing like that. They just start off as R grade, and you get 2 of them, which is really good if you're trying to complete a specific set and you're missing like at least 2 cards. Now these level transfer tickets, I feel kind of iffy about them because if you have nothing to transfer levels to, it's kind of like a waste, to be honest. And then that premium pack 30 is nice because there's a 50% chance of limited themes, so 15 of the 30 cards are likely to be limited themes. And then you also get 700 diamonds, so again, an overall good package because those selectors are really good. But if you don't need these resources, by all means don't get them. If you already have your like top 5 themes or your top 5 groups and they all have limited themes and you don't want to change them, don't worry about this at all. It's honestly a waste if you really don't need the resources in here. The first day special currency package, a waste. I'm not even going to talk about it too much, just know that it's a waste. Diamonds, RP, you can get this stuff through other means. The first day special random box, I'm also going to say is going to be a waste of money. There's just too much risk in it. So you can see the stuff that comes in it. So it's cool that you could potentially get a B grade card selector. It's cool that there's all these like limited themes, prism packs. There's the potential to get diamonds even. But for $7 a roll, I don't really think it's worth it. Even if it's unlimited, I still don't think it's worth it. So I would skip out on this. Now, one thing I want people to pay attention to when it comes to like the stuff in here is that if we take a look at the bottom here, so one important thing to know about Superstar STAYC is that Metamorphic came out on July 1st. So the Premium Pack 30 has themes that were released before August, so that can include the Metamorphic sets. But for the R grade card selector, limited themes updated before May 2024 will appear in the R grade card selector. That means you cannot select metamorphic stuff from this R grade card selector in Superstar STAYC. So really keep that in mind if you're thinking that, oh, I can use 2 selectors to complete my metamorphic stuff. It's not going to work because metamorphic came out in July and the R grade card selector only goes up until May. So really keep that in mind. I don't want you wasting $65 and then just to find out it doesn't actually work. Always make sure you hit that magnifying glass and clear up the details. Alright, the last thing to talk about in terms of the update is that we do have a new Star Pass, and this is honestly probably my least favorite Star Pass. So this is going to be the Card Star Pass, which is basically a good way of just getting cards, getting limited sets. But really, when I think about Star Passes, the best part about them is going to be the resources that you get. Whether that's like burning tickets, which I still don't agree with, diamonds, selectors, RP, power-up cards, those are going to be the Star Passes you want to save your money for, because for $14, all you get is a bunch of limited cards, and personally, if I ever get a double of a limited card I already have, it feels like a waste. So that is my thoughts on the Card Star Pass there. Let's just take one more look here at the SIEUN stuff before we are done with the video today. So remember, for the wallpaper, you can always check it out in the shop. So we can go here and then here. Alright, so here is the wallpaper. One last look. Again, happy birthday, SIEUN, to what is probably one of my favorite K-pop groups at the moment. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. That's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.